Good morning, YouTube. Had a fun, wonderful weekend. Got some time to relax for myself. Kind of rejuvenated. Spent a little time working on our goals as a family. My wife and I had a little bit of a date night together, ran some errands mostly, but got to work on some goals as well. So it's been a wonderful weekend, and now back to work. I wanted to come to you with what I'm grateful for today, which is just that, what I've introduced to you. If you're married, if you're not married, if you're dating someone, this is probably a little bit more applicable to you than for those of you that aren't. So I apologize, but if you are, I would highly recommend that you get on a regular schedule of dating your wife, your spouse, or even your partner or significant other. So, my wife and I recently had our second child this year. We had Boduk here back in May, and we really just didn't find a lot of time for ourselves, especially when he's younger. It's kind of more difficult to find find that time, especially to find someone that can watch the two kids now instead of just one, and so going from 1 to 2 is harder to find a sitter, but it's ever more important, in my opinion, when you have multiple kids, to make sure that you're having some kind of daytime. So time together, it was good for us to just reflect. Like, honestly, we were going to go on a date, and we were gonna go dinner and a movie, and the movie just didn't work out, so we just decided to spend some time running some errands, and went and looked at some things, spent some time at the IFA on a Saturday night. I don't know why we ended up there, other than I wanted to look at a couple things, but I'm grateful for my wife. I got a wife that spend time at the IFA on a Saturday night for date night, and likewise we went out and looked for some shoes for her. So I just I'm so grateful for the time that I was able to spend with my wife over this past weekend. Like I said, we don't get a lot of time together, and it's more important for us to be able to talk about adult things. We spent some time over dessert, I'll call it. We went to Neater's and got a dessert, and we spent some time working on our family goals together and getting them documented, and some goals for our 5-year-old as well. And so anyway, I'm so grateful for my relationship with my wife, and going on a real date, if you call it, at least some time away from the kids, is really important. I feel like I'm, re-energized to be a better dad, to be a better family man, because I was able to take some of that time and think through things without the kids around, and so on and so forth. So anyway, just a quick bit today. I'm grateful for my wife, but I'm also grateful for date time that we get to spend together, whether it's just catching up on each other or doing goals like we did. Obviously that won't happen every time, but even just catching up with each other, having uninterrupted adult conversations, and spending some time together is really important. when you're married, and making sure you find that time together. And even if you don't have kids, making a consistent effort to date them regularly, I feel like is really important. My wife and I always did that. Actually went on a date, and it's important to do that. My little girl, my 5-year-old, thinks it's fun. She thinks it's fun for us to go on a date, and she goes and hangs out with my sister and my mom, so, and then other grandmas and other aunts every once in a while too. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and make it a good week. We only have 51 weeks left of the year, so make it a great one, and as always, ride for the brand.